Okay, continuing with the little penguin here we have. Alright, now we're kind of establishing his head here, as we have done. Now, some penguins, your penguin's a little bit thinner. That's all right, because basically, you know, the penguins, they're pretty, you can see a lot of them, and a lot of them, some are thinner than others, some are fatter than others. So really, it's not that vital of a thing to worry a whole lot about that. Let's go down to the legs down here. Let's just kind of cut a little gap here. Okay. We're not going to do extensive feet on this thing as we get down in this low. Now, we have to kind of come up here and remove some of this wood behind here. See what you do, you kind of get your head the way you want it in such a way, and then once you get the head the way you want it, then you match the body to it. In other words, you sort of get your body. Now, on a penguin's wings, they're much more protruding in the front than they are in the back. So we're going to kind of, now look, here we go. Let me kind of go like this. We're going to take some of this off right here. The back of a penguin begins to come to a point, not really a point, but much thinner than the front of him. You go ahead and take some wood off here, around the feet, say as you This is a real good project for beginners. Move some wood up in here, because the back of him is you know, sort of, he's got a big body and it sort of goes down to his legs, as we might say. Okay, starting to look pretty good on him. Where it's sort of the penguin's head, as you'll notice, does not really separate from the body all that much. In other words, what I mean is that it kind of just rolls over from him. In other words, there's not a lot of distinction like our head is, you know, because he doesn't have a neck, see, and so it's not really a large distinction of what happens. All right, we're looking good. I tell you what, he's starting to look good. He ain't gonna be no perfect penguin, but we're gonna make the feet kind of flat. Where I know most of the time the penguin has legs like anything else, but we're not gonna go into all that stuff. We're not trying to go with a perfect penguin here. Now in the back of the penguin in here, let me get my pencil. There we go. What happens a lot of times, or what you see oftentimes, is you have kind of a separation here between the legs and the back of the penguin in here. Alright? And we're just going to kind of draw that in there. Just like that. And we're going to be very careful. We'll remove some wood in there. Now, I could have cut that with my bandsaw, but I want to show you what we're going to do there. See that? And on the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. And what it is where the tail kind of separates, just like that, from the legs themselves. Okay? We're going to come here and we're going to remove some wood. Remove some wood. Okay? Then we're going to move some wood back here, kind of like this. And what happens is sort of comes to a like this. See that? See how it kind of comes down like that? Now be careful. Don't go wild. Okay? Don't break your piece off back here. See that? How it kind of, and then your tail kind of gets, see how it sort of gets in like that, in other words? Kind of thin that off back there. There, kind of, how the tail kind of comes back a little bit. Be careful. Don't get in a hurry. See, like that?